Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver. Today we are going to be playing some Gwen, and we start off with a familiar, but we do not go for the knighthood. We've got a free roll in shop, so we just take that instead, and we roll into a shop with Cindy plus Forbidden Fruit, so pretty good start here. That gets our familiar up to a 3-3, as well as gets us an extra character. Unfortunately, we do get egged by Curse King here, dropping us down to 31 already on 2.2. And there's a spell in shop that we technically could cast, but dropping down to 29 just doesn't seem like that great of an idea. So we're just gonna pick up this this Mim plus the poly here. We're gonna try not to get the poly slay, and also we have this Minotaur to make the Mim able to battle anyways. But yeah, we do get the poly slay there, getting us level 3, which it turns out not to be too bad, just because we get the we get to pair up the thing we transform into, and also like it's like a 3-8 is like a pretty decent, it can battle pretty well anyways. Unfortunately, we do lose this fight to a 1-power Mim there. The Mummy kind of ruins our backline a little bit from that combat, so we're down to 26 on 3.1. Definitely not exactly where we want to be. Like we would really like to find a mix whistle as early as possible to fire off our knighthood, but the TLK kind of works just as well. So we can take this 3 out of the shop and just fire off the TLK, and then depending on what it is, we can fire off a knighthood next turn. So it's still at a schedule on 3.2, and it is an Arthur, which is actually going to work out really well. We've got the pair of sleeping princesses. We've got the Cindy that's gonna transform into or gonna upgrade next turn anyways, into a golden royal. So I mean, the knighthood will trigger the upgrade anyways, and if we can just find this this sleeping princess triple this turn, then yeah, we can get a lot of stats out of this out of a golden Arthur here on 3.2. Either way, we're gonna get the +8/+8 just with the this Cindy. And there's an ogre princess. Unfortunately we didn't find our triple here. We're gonna fire off the knighthood. We're gonna do it first before buying, just in case there's a fairy tale in here that we want to take. Unfortunately there's not. These treasures not exactly relevant, so we just take the Hermes sandals for now, because we are gonna take this ogre princess and we're gonna support it with the Mim here. We want it to attack first to hopefully collect us some royals. And unfortunately, breakpoint is just a little bit too bad there, and we hit the 1 and 4 there, which is very unfortunate, not getting us any value at all. But we do end up winning the fight, so little bad, little good there. Anyways, okay, and now it's like kind of like a conundrum with getting a golden Arthur early, I find. I mean, I guess it depends on when you get it, because like if you get it on like 3.0, you just buy every royal you see. But if we get it closer to like 4.0, like do we keep buying like the cheap royals? And we decide against it here. We do see a couple of friendly spirits already. I considered the Nutcracker, but I feel like Nutcracker rarely ever gets there. Although if we'd taken it, we would have been able to roll into an exponential growth, which would have helped to get there. Unfortunately, we don't find our sleeping princess triple or any other royals that we necessarily want to buy. I guess the only things we really want to buy are like we want to triple our blind princess, or sorry, sleeping princess. I don't know why I keep saying blind. Or we want to just find more Arthurs, I suppose. We do end up buying the Nutcracker though, just because we had only 4 gold left, and like there's a world where we can get there. Speaking of Arthurs, we're gonna take this this other Arthur now. Just gonna increase our scaling here. I mean, getting +6/+6 a turn on our golden other golden royals is probably worth the slight downgrade in stats. And there's our sleeping princess triple, and yeah, we get a treasure map out of it. So now we really just want to buy basically any level 4 royals that we can find. I mean, of course, like Arthur is premium still. I don't think. I mean, there's an ogre princess, which like I consider taking. Like we can just hold the pair, but I didn't decide against it because like obviously like I don't think 4 power ever slays. And yeah, we're not interested in tripling it before our level 4 treasure anyways, so we just forgo that, and then we take a couple rolls. There was a Juliet there that we did miss. We finally get a Slay, but also that triggers a free attack from the opposing Zippy's Court Wizard, and they do have a Spear already. So a Spear on 4.1 with a Golden Court Wizard is pretty scary. There's another Juliet, but we just decided to forego that one. Since we didn't pick up the Romeos, we're just not going to bother with the Juliets either. And there's a Gingerbread Knight with and since we're below 20 now, the Gingerbread Knight's looking very, very appealing. We can cut this Ogre Princess now, and we had a decent amount of stats to our board. And here's another Royals player. So we've got 3 Royals players all in a row there, with the Zippy and ourselves and this Curse King. Three top, or I was gonna say three players at the top of the lobby, but I guess we're not necessarily at the top at 19 HP. Although we're not like at the bottom, at least. It seems like Fates and Potion Master are a little bit more in trouble than us, and 2 players already eliminated on 4.2 here. Or sorry, I guess it's 5.0. We do find the Gingerbread Knight triple for our level 6 treasure, and we could take our own spear just like Zippy has, but I mean, we've got the Golden Arthur. I think we're gonna go with the Ivory Owl. It's pretty early, and like we're scaling all these royals anyways. Like it basically adds another Arthur to the board. So I mean, a better Arthur, one that hits non-upgraded royals. Also, we did find another Arthur as well, so that also increases our scaling, and so we decided to go for that. Nutcracker really having a hard time here. Just never quite getting there. We do end up winning the fight here though against the Potion Master. We just need one more hit on this or we need one more progress on this Nutcracker. So we are gonna hold it until we can get there, I think. And with the Ivory Owl, like eventually it will get there, just by virtue of getting the +2/+2 every turn. Eventually it'll get big enough to tank something. I tell myself anyways. Okay, we take a Deck of Many Things. Deck of Many Things also could get us our Nutcracker treasure, and also it's just a reasonable tempo take at this point. Because like if it casts like a Falling Stars, then that instantly gets us our Nutcracker treasure. And also we're gonna golden this familiar that we've had for a very long time, and there's still a couple level 2 treasures that we wouldn't mind. Speaking of which, Noble Steed is a pretty easy pickup here. That also puts +1/+1 on the Nutcracker, allowing us to get a level 5 treasure out of it if we can get there. And here's another player playing Royals. This is yeah, apparently it's just like a Royals centric lobby. So I mean, we make pretty short work of them, and we knock them out here, asserting our royal dominance. We still don't get our Nutcracker treasure though, but again, this Ivory Owl and this Deck of Many Things, we'll get it eventually. There's also a Falling Stars that we could take, but I decided to pass it there, figuring we could find something maybe a little more valuable. We do take a Court Wizard now. I mean, it's like we would have taken one a lot earlier, but scaling it with this Ivory Owl, I think it fits a lot better on the board rather than having to take just like a 4/2 and hope that we can make it bigger. We cast a Kidnap there, and we stole a pretty large Friendly Spirit, so that's great. And now we finally get our Nutcracker treasure, thanks to those pig summons that the opponent was playing. All right, we knock them down to 8, and yeah, now we get a selection of level 5 treasures, and none of these are particularly great. I mean, Drax Saber is actually not bad here. It would put a lot of stats onto our Court Wizard, but we want to keep our Noble Steed. So the only thing that we can cut is Deck of Many Things, and we're just kind of weighing the options. Like, Deck gets very good once we're on level 6 because it can cast Pigomorphs and whatnot, but we do end up just taking the Drax Saber here, and then we find a Good Boy, which of course we are going to jam onto this board. We have a bunch of large royals, so it's a little hard to cut. I mean, this Nutcracker isn't necessarily large, but and we're also just going to cut the Cindy. It's not a good character, and also we find a Herc here, which is exactly what we wanted to find with this Noble Steed. And yeah, getting him on board as soon as possible is very important here to get that those Ivory Owl scaling, or those Ivory Owl stats anyhow. Opponent's monster book does produce a Pigomorph there, but we do get our Herc in one cycle here, in one singular combat anyways, and then we win the combat with this very, very large Arthur. And yeah, we get a level 7 treasure selection. And now, I mean, also we're down to a top 2 with Zippy, who had that spear super early. I consider taking Holy Grail here, just because like we can try and fill up our board with a bunch of good boys. But I think it's actually just Mirror Mirror. We've got the Court Wizard with a bunch of Royals on the front line. Plus, I mean, of course, Mirror Mirror with Good Boy is excellent. So I think we're just gonna go for the Mirror Mirror. I mean, there's a world that we don't have time for Holy Grail, even depending on how strong the Zippy's gotten. We haven't seen them since they kind of demolished us on level 4. So yeah, it's hard to say exactly. I mean, I'm 19. We're really unlikely to die. We could have taken the Pigomorph, but with 7 gold left, I kind of wanted to just roll down and try and find another good boy if we can. Should have cast the Hermes Magic Beans there with 1 gold left, but just decided against it, I guess. But we do lock the hero change. There's several different things that we can get that would be great pickups. I mean, like Trophy Hunter would be really good, just because like with the owl scaling and the Mirror, the good boy, at least even the second form, like could possibly slay. Or Muerte would be good. There's a few others. I mean, obviously Excel or like Pan Shadow are also pretty good here. It looks like we weren't going to win this fight, but yeah, our Court Wizard ended up just being good enough, and the attacks went well enough for us to keep getting those range shots, and we do end up taking out their Court Wizards. All right, we change heroes into Morte, one of the premium selections, I think. I mean, we probably have to cut this this Friendly Spirit. We are going to sell it because we have to sell 3 characters for the second good boy anyways. So finding the second good boy is fantastic. So now we're going to get to double, or get the front side of one of those good boys is going to be double cast anyways, which is going to make our Mirror summons just that much better. It's like having a 5th or having a 3rd good boy, I would say. Well, I guess it's like having I guess half a good boy with Mirror, because like each good boy kind of counts as 2 in this situation. But yeah, we assert our royal dominance over Zippy here. It looks like they haven't gotten too much stronger since level 4, and we've added Mirror and double good boy, and are feeling pretty good about our spot. We just take a Pigomorph here. We're gonna lock a coin in the shop just in case. It looks like they put Court Wizards up front, which is a weird choice, I think. They added a pumpkin, and now they have a mimic for their spear. And yeah, it just doesn't seem to be enough. It looks like they're trying to transition into a pumpkin comp, and I mean, the golden pumpkin might pop out something here, but yeah, they don't get too much. They don't even have a full board of evils. Like the golden siren and golden cupid could have maybe done something, but it's just not quite enough for the to compete with our mirror boy stats anyways. And there we go. We again, we assert our royal dominance and take out the royal themed lobby, and yeah, we get there. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff that helps the algorithm. I would be very, very grateful if you would do that. And yeah, as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.